Hey everybody, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today's video, it is a couple weeks late, just got really busy with real estate transactions, but we are doing February's market update. We do this every month, so both buyers and sellers have a really good idea of what's going on in the local market. We do Menifee, Murrieta, and Temecula. This data is coming straight from the local MLS. So if you are in the market to purchase a home, or if you are thinking of selling your home, this really lays out the trends of, things like days on market, new listings, active listings, percentage of original list price, and then obviously the overall median home price in Temecula, Murrieta, and Temecula, or Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee. So thank you everybody for watching these videos. Please subscribe. We do a ton of videos just highlighting the overall Temecula area. I actually have a video coming out in the next couple days. I just interviewed a high school student from Temecula. She's going to give her opinion on just growing up from the age of 1 all the way through high school in Temecula. So for those of you thinking of moving here, it's going to give you a really good idea of how the school system is and what she thought of the Temecula school system. Because I get that question all the time, I think it's an important video for anybody thinking of moving here. So I'll get off my rant here. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, so here we have it, February's market update for Temecula, Murrieta, and Menifee. Just going to go through, newly listed properties, active listings, days on market, average sales price, things that are important for you to know and track the market straight from the local MLS. We're going to start off with new listings, and this is absolute. Before I did this video, I could just feel in the market by working with some buyers and seeing what was coming up that the inventory was horrible. And it actually, which does not usually happen, but it actually went down from January. Traditionally, February, March, especially March, is when you start seeing more homes come on the market, with the peaks being, June, July, maybe May, June, July. But let's hope that this turns around in the spring and we can get up to these numbers here, because if not, this is going to be a nightmare for buyers coming into the spring. And it's just going to contribute to home prices going even higher than what they are right now. I said in the last video when we were talking about interest rates going up, at this point, I don't even know if that is going to level anything out unless there's a substantial increase over the next year. Typically, if interest rates are going to go up 0.5 point, you would see something in regards to leveling off. But because the inventory is so low and everybody has this, I don't know where the money's coming from, but tremendous amounts of cash to buy these properties. I don't know how much even higher interest rates are going to affect the market. So in Temecula for February 2022, we had 162 newly listed properties. Murrieta 233 and Menifee 179. Pretty interesting considering Temecula and Murrieta in regards to population are very similar, and you have basically over 130 new listings, or around 130 more newly listed properties in Menifee or in Murrieta for the month of February, which is pretty crazy. Menifee at 179. Now, when we look back to last year, there's not really that much of a change. As you can see, Temecula 186 to 238 to 225, but it's still, as you can see, every year as the months basically get closer to summer, you get more listings. I really hope this doesn't level off, as I was saying earlier, in the next coming months. Okay guys, so next, active listings. Menifee actually went down, and the difference between active listings and newly listed properties are just the number of active listings on the MLS in or at the end of the month. Temecula is 145, Murrieta 207, and Menifee 193. really both Temecula and Menifee have gone down from the previous months. Reason being, in my opinion, again, it's just a supply issue. Some of these buyers that have been sitting on the sidelines are not getting offers accepted. They are still putting in offers, and if they get something accepted, a lot of times they are settling. You always tell buyers, you're not going to get everything that you want, but if you can get, 7 out of 10 features of a home that's really important to you, that's something that you really need to consider making an offer on. Now it's to the point where you might have 4 of the 10, and buyers are probably moving forward in many, many cases because they're just done over it, frustrated, and they just want in a home. So we'll see what happens over the next few months, but it's just crazy. The active listings, this is not, we talk about just the supply and what that's doing with home prices. Basically for the last 2 years almost, the supply has been horrible. And when you compare it to previous years, like look at in September of 2018. In September of 2018, there were 705 listings in Temecula, Murrieta 787, Menifee 526, and that was just in 2018. And look at the difference. It's 5 to 6 times the listings just 2 years ago than we are right now in February. So hopefully some people start putting their homes in the market. But the big issue now with sellers is where are they going to go? Yes, they can sell high, but then they're going to have to buy high. And also, it's not easy to get a home accepted or an offer accepted. So sellers are nervous that if they list their home and sell it, they're not going to get an offer accepted and they're going to be homeless or living in an Airbnb or a rental. Okay, next up, days on market, and this is a really important one for both buyers and sellers. And just as I expected, the days on the market shot down to 7, 7, and 10. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. We've had this problem it's not necessarily a problem, but we've had this going on for almost a year and a half, 2 years now. Homes are getting offers. If you listed on a Thursday, you could theoretically have something in escrow by Saturday. So these are even a little misleading. I would put this down to 2 to 3 days, to be honest. But agents are usually waiting for the following Monday or Tuesday to accept an offer. So bottom line, if you're a buyer, make sure you get into the property very quickly. You will not have past the first weekend in most properties to make an offer. And if you're a seller, be ready for a crazy weekend when you list your home. Okay, guys, next, percentage of original sales or list price. I like showing this because it shows what sellers are actually getting for their home and what they can expect if they list their property. So for the month of February, you're getting on average in all 3 cities, in Temecula 102%, Murrieta 101, and Menifee 101. So that means let's just say Temecula, if you're listing a property at $500,000, you're on average in Temecula going to get a $510,000 offer. This percentages seem small, but when you're getting up to the numbers of $900,000 homes, and you're getting an extra $20,000 to $30,000 on average on your home, that's a lot of money. So as of right now, pretty much if you list your house anything reasonable that aligns with what is currently selling, pending, or sold in your neighborhood, you can expect to get over 100% as they did in February. Okay, and finally, the average sales price in Temecula, $698, in Murrieta, $640, and in Menifee, $553. I can see, and in my opinion, I get a lot of calls from buyers from everywhere and all over the country from my YouTube channel and website. I am sometimes, in many cases, pointing them towards Murrieta now just because of what home prices are. They don't qualify, or it's too, it's just too tough in Temecula to get offers accepted, and it's just, anyway, it's just a totally, in my opinion, a little different market. I think Temecula is just tougher right now. But point being is I can see Murrieta and Menifee going up, maybe even a little quicker than Temecula in the coming months, because just more people are going to look to those cities because it's more affordable and it fits in their loan limits. And again, what you're going to have is more competition maybe in cities like Murrieta that have the good school systems, have the safe areas, have the nice communities, have the conveniences, but the home is $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 less than the same home in Temecula. So moving forward, it'd be interesting to see. There is the update for February of 2022. If you have any specific questions, please reach out. We're licensed as a broker and a real estate appraisal company. We just revamped our website that makes it really easy to set appointments for either appraisals or home showings, or if you just want to figure out what your home is worth.